live stream. It's been a while, so I wanted to make a live stream to check in with you guys. I'm actually not in the country right now, but it's all good. I wanted to make a video here and test out my new tripod. Got a little tripod situation going. Listen, in this live stream, I want to be talking to you guys about credit cards. As a matter of fact, I just recently applied for 2 credit cards. And so I already made a video talking about one of them that I already applied for and got approved for. But the other one I haven't made a video yet or talking about what the card is. But I was insanely excited about that card because I was just kind of surprised that they let me get the card. I mean, I really did not need another card, but I just, they sent me an offer that was so sweet that I couldn't refuse. So I went ahead and signed up for it, like the chump that I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I did. So like I said, in this live stream, I just want to check in with you guys. I'm live streaming on my phone, so it's a little different. I don't even know like how to check the comments. Why don't you guys, there we go, Diamond in the house, there we go. I'm like, why don't you guys leave a comment so I can see if the comment is showing. All right, cool, we got Pipeline Podcast in the building. Yeah, what's going on, you guys? Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm streaming on my iPhone and I got this new tripod situation going. All right, cool, we got 5 people in the stream right now. Go ahead and comment in the comment section. I'm doing this live stream on my iPhone, so I just want to make sure that I can see the comments. All right, Diamond says have to catch the replay. All right, cool, Diamond. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And thank you for smashing that thumbs up, you guys. Yeah, so I wanted to check in with you guys and talk to you guys about credit and have your questions answered. I will do my best to answer you guys' question in regards to credit. Short stream today, I don't know, more than likely, but the thing is I was going to do a individual standalone video and upload that because YouTube responds better to that than they do to live streams. You just don't get as many views on a live stream. But I decided let me go ahead and do a live stream and plug in with you guys first and maybe still make a separate video and upload that pretty soon. We'll see how it goes, but I just wanted to check in. It's been a minute and man, there's a lot that I would love to share with you guys, but a lot of the subscribers here don't necessarily want to know all that. So if I'm not looking at the cameras because my iPhone is set up, it's horizontal, right? And the camera's over here. And so it's interesting for me to look at this end of the phone instead of looking at the screen. So forgive me for doing that. But like I said, if you're new, the purpose of this particular live stream is to answer you guys' questions in regards to credit and credit cards, and so on and so forth. So this year I've been a little busy in regards to credit cards. As a matter of fact, a little more busy than I have wanted to be honest. But that's what happens when you have 0 inquiries and you get credit card offers. So I shared with you guys that I went ahead and got the JetBlue Plus. I think it's a JetBlue Plus credit card, and that's a Barclays credit card. It's my first credit card with Barclays. I think the Apple card used to be, no, it's not my first. The first one is a Navy Federal card. Not a Navy Federal, a Old Navy card. Pipeline says, so how about the coupon book style changes to Amex Gold though? Honestly, I got the email about them talking about the changes that they're gonna have coming to the new American Express Gold. And of course, I got the update about the updated annual fee of $325. Clearly not looking forward to that. I'm gonna have to think long and hard this year in regards to paying the annual fee for the American Express Gold card as well as the American Express Platinum card, just because it doesn't really make a lot of sense, especially since I've already gotten the sign up offers for both of those cards. And more importantly, I have other credit cards that I will be able to add. I'll be able to get 4 times points on dining, right, for the American Express Gold. In regards to the Platinum American Express card, I don't use the American Express Lounge that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even really worth it to me. And I think I can have access to the Delta Sky Lounge with my Delta Platinum card. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. I have not frequented the Delta Lounge often enough to know. I've only visited the Delta Lounge, maybe twice. I was flying to New York to see my mom's, which she lives in Connecticut, but I was flying to New York to see her, and I stopped at the Delta Lounge in Atlanta twice, I think. They're supposed to be completing. I'm pretty sure the Amex Lounge is complete by now in Atlanta. Because the last time I tried to visit it, it was like last October, and they were still working on it. So, yeah, there's really no benefit in me keeping the platinum card from American Express because, ironically, I got a email today from United Airlines. They're trying to get me to apply for their high-end credit card, right? The one that's $500 and something dollars. And so I was kind of looking at that. I kind of went down the wormhole looking into if that would be a good card to get. So, you know, I kind of have that to kind of think about, and I fly United more often when I fly than any other airline. Let's see, what's going on? A pimp says, Duane, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man, I'm doing well, sir. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for commenting. So yeah, so I got an offer from United Airlines, and of course, I may not apply for the highest end credit card that they have. I might consider applying for their Quest card from United because it's 70,000 miles sign up offer. I think I have to spend, man, maybe it's 3,000 bucks. I don't know. It's either 3,000 or 4,000. So I got my little iPad here, which I never use. So I guess I can look it up real quick just to kind of see what the sign up offer is for that particular card from United. But the reason that card's kind of attractive, to be honest with you guys, is the fact that I'll be able to earn quite a bit of miles by using the card, right? And I don't really fly, I don't really renew or use my points with United a lot. But one of the things that's super attractive for me, it's an annual fee of 250 bucks. But the thing is, you know, I get the ability to get a lot of, it's $4,000 after 3 months, right? Or in 3 months. So with the United Quest card, this offer that I'm looking at, I'll have the ability to rack up some points very quickly or some miles very quickly with United. And most importantly, when you fly United, when you sign up for the Mileage Plus account, which is free, if you fly a lot, you'll eventually get perks where you'll have a check bag for free, right? Like right now, I'm silver status, which is nothing special, but I do get one check bag that can be up to 70 pounds. Now that's very important for me, especially when I'm going to Jamaica with my dad, because it's nothing for us to bring a lot of things home back to Jamaica. So the one bag for 70 pounds is good, but with the United Quest card, they will give me the first 2 bags checked. So I get the first 2 bags checked for free, and somebody that is on the same trip with me that I booked with my same credit card will also get their first 2 bags checked for free. So I think the first check bag is like 45 bucks and the second one is 50. But you got 45 bucks and 50, that's $95, right? That's one way. And then you got it coming back the other way, right? So that's almost $200 just on that one trip, and the annual fee is $250. That card has a lot of value. I mean, that's excluding how many points you're gonna get. You're gonna get a crap ton of points for using their cards, especially booking with United. So for me, that card would make a lot of sense, okay? So recently, like I said, I applied for the JetBlue credit card, and the reason why I did that was because I'm traveling to see my mom again in October, and my brother and I, he's in another country, we were trying to meet at the same airport, so we're meeting at JFK. I normally fly into LaGuardia. The last couple of years, I have flown into White Plains, New York, which is closer to where my mom lives in Connecticut. So it was to my benefit to get that JetBlue card. So I bought my ticket with JetBlue. The ticket price was super cheap, like super cheap nonstop. And it was 50,000 points for if you spend $1,000, I think it was. I don't remember, but I went ahead and did it for sure. Pipeline says, I'm still working on my Discover It cashback match, which ends in July 31st. And unfortunately, I was so unfocused and I didn't use the snot. I haven't said that in a minute. Didn't use the snot out of the card and to get the 100 in purchase bonus. Okay, I know. Pipeline also says, I know you probably don't feel like talking about it, but I'm up today 1.20% with VTI. What's your portfolio looking like? My portfolio is not looking good, but I'm always making adjustments and I'm always trying to bring my average cost down. So, like today I sold a lot. I have a big position with Walgreens. And so I'm always looking for ways to bring my average cost down. So overall, I'm insanely down, but that's just what it is. I mean, I'm down now because of the things that I've invested in and because I've tried to be super aggressive. You know how life is. I mean, hindsight is 2020. When we look back on our lives, we will say, man, we should have done this here, or we should have did this investment here, and that's life. And there's really no beauty in it because you can't go back and fix anything. But good for you that you're up with VTI. I know you love it. I mean, freaking, my portfolio would be super duper in the green if I had just pumped all of my money into VOO. I personally like VOO better, clearly, just because it's top 500 company in the United States, and it's up more than VTI is. But we're different in that way. Let me jump into this chat here. I see SK, what's going on? Says, oh yeah, you already know I'm hitting the room. Says, what's up? Don't play, I need more. I need what you have last time, ASAP. Now just reach out to me, SK, no worries, no worries. It's interesting. I mean, the credit card thing is very interesting just because like I have a lot of cards, and honestly, today when I was reading up on the credit card from United, it took everything in me not to apply, right? Because I don't have that many inquiries. I think at max I have 2 inquiries right now, even though it probably should be more than that. And my credit score overall is really high. Like I have not checked my FICO score, but I think one of them might be like just under 800, but I know the other 2 are going to be above 800. So my credit score is really, really good. So with the United card, man, I was gonna try to check my email, but my email is on my phone. With the United card, like I said, they sent me the highest limit, the highest card, right? The one that's $500 and something a year, and it's a decent card. Like, I mean, it's cool, but I don't need that card. SK says, okay, got the utilization on Amex is killing me. Yeah, what's funny about the utilization, SK, is the fact that the utilization on one card really affects your overall credit score. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting because like, we're all thinking credit card utilization. We want to make sure that we have a lot of cards so that we can have a high limit. Like my freaking overall credit limit, like my overall credit limit is above $200,000, right? Of course, there are people that have higher overall credit limits. When you add up all the credit limits on all their cards, you have people that have average, the freaking credit limit on all the cards combined is like 2 million, right? Or more, right? So my over 200,000 is nothing, but it's definitely something compared to a lot of people, especially myself, when I was starting out, right? Like I didn't have, I didn't have like 5,000 available credit on 2 or 3 cards. So yeah, so it's tricky, right? So I have over $200,000 worth of credit limits, but if one of my credit cards, let's say I grab a new Apple product and the credit limit on the Apple card is $8,000, but now I have $3,000 or $4,000 of purchases on my Apple card, then my utilization is going to be 50% on the Apple card, and that's going to lower my score. Like even though it's not affecting my overall, 200,000 plus, right? Just the one card will affect your score, and you got to clean that up. That's one of the things that's pretty interesting about credit card utilization. Actually, I think I learned that here on this channel from one of the viewers that was talking about it. Let me see here. Pipeline says, I don't know when the last time you talked with him, but Points Blank Finance was live streaming yesterday, and it made me think of you. Cool. Actually, I spoke to Rod maybe like 2 weeks ago. He actually reached out to me because that boy Rod don't be reaching out, which is normal. It's fine. Like, he reached out to me. Like, I actually call and check on him every now and then, and you know, typical male stuff. Yeah, man, I'm gonna hit you up. And, you know, we don't hit each other up. But he did reach out to me recently, and he's doing well. So now that's cool. As a matter of fact, I need to probably consider doing stock market videos back on the old channel, right? Actually, I have a stock market channel that I started, but I'm making so many moves in the market, and for whatever reason, I was just like, I'm not really trying to do all that. But like I said, my overall portfolio is down substantially, but that's okay because I know there's going to come a day where my overall portfolio will be up substantially. So it's all good. SK says they want to raise it so utilization is down, but they want to do another hard pull. Oh, no, that's a negative. What all consists when they pull one bond securities? I want my open and credit. No, if there's going to be another hard inquiry to get a credit limit increase, you may as well just apply for another credit card. Because if they do a hard inquiry and you don't get a credit limit increase, or you get an increase but it's like $1,000, it's not worth it. Whereas if you apply for another credit card with a bank that is generous with their credit limits, then it would be worth it and you might get a higher limit. Now, I will say that, in all honesty, I think most people experience getting a really high credit limit when they have less inquiries, okay? So I've been very, very lucky. I think the last time I had 0 inquiries was 2018, right? So in 2018, I didn't have that many inquiries. And then 2023, October of 2023 was the second time I had no inquiries. And not October of 2023, but maybe sometime in 2023. And so I applied for the Target credit card, and I think at the time I got approved for, I want to say 8,000. Oh yeah, I'm tripping, right? So in October of 2023, I got the Target card, which I did not need, right? But I was like, why not, right? Got the Target card, right? And then I think after that, I got the Wells Fargo Active Cash, or maybe I got the Active Cash first, then the Target card, right? Then I got the JetBlue card, right? That's 3 cards, and I'm just talking about since I had 0 inquiries, okay? That's 3 cards, and then I applied for another one, which I haven't talked about, right? So that's 4 cards. I don't know how the hell I got 2 inquiries. On my credit card, I have 2 inquiries, and like on the other one, I have like none. Not none, I have 1. I guess I could try to download Credit Karma here on my iPad just so I can show you guys what's up, because I can't look at it on my phone, right? So I'm gonna download it real quick just to look at what's going on with my inquiry situation. But that really should be 4 inquiries, to be honest with you guys. But for some reason, I see 2 on one of my TransUnion or my Equifax. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain about it. Let me see here. SK says, I got the LLC now, and they are sending me all kinds of cards. What do I do? You just choose whatever makes the most sense to you. And I think, SK, it has a lot to do with what goals you have for yourself. Like for me right now, I don't need credit for anything, right? Like I'm not about to buy a new car, even though it's coming, because I have a 2014 Honda Accord. I sold a Tesla in 2022. So actually July 2022, so it's been 2 years. So I don't really need credit for anything. I'm not about to buy a house like right now. So I'm good. So it just kind of depends what your goals are, and you got to let that kind of drive you, right? And also, if you have a really good sign-up offer, you know, like if you're able to get Chase business credit cards, Chase got some solid business credit cards. You know, however you may consider going the personal credit card route. All right, call me or text me. That's cool. SK. Seaman, forgive me if I butchered your name, says, did you apply for one to pay for another? No, 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 not at all. I'm assuming you're talking about credit cards. No, as a matter of fact, what I do is I use my credit cards and I pay them. I pay them in full, and I don't even wait for a statement, right? Like if I use a credit card on Monday, I know that Wednesday it's going to be posted to my account. You know, maybe Thursday it'll be posted to my account. So when it's posted to my account, I pay for it right then because I know I used it. A lot of people, when they use their credit cards, you know, you use the card and you know you used it and you know you're going to have a balance on it and you wait for your statement, which you don't need to wait for your statement to make a payment, okay? You wait for your statement, the statement finally comes, and then you forget or something else comes up and you put yourself in a situation where you may pay a portion. You know, you might pay the minimum payment, or if you used $100, you may pay $50. Now they're going to charge you interest, right? So the statement comes, you only pay 50 out of the 100 that you used. Then of course, you know, you're going to have the 50 bucks. Then the next time there's going to be, your balance is going to be more than 50 bucks. It might be like 55, 58 bucks, whatever, right? Depending on the interest. And so I just pay it. Like I don't wait for a statement. I don't need to, right? I log into my account on the app and I pay, and that's it. And that's all I do. I use these cards. I'm so fortunate because I'm in a position where, you know, I don't have a major life event, so I can normally pay for the things that I purchase. You know, I buy gas, I put it on my card. I buy groceries, I put it on my card. I go out to eat, I put it on my card. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. All right, let's see here. AG says, I paid for a credit card. I paid for a credit card and then I bought another credit card with that one. Now I'm screwed. Well, why do you think you're screwed, AG? Why do you think you're screwed? AG says, credit is king. I agree. Okay, nice. SK got Chase private. There we go. So you one of the good clients. You know what I mean? You got the money with them. I think that might be the route to go, especially if you can verify. Chase might ask some questions about verifying your business and whatnot. So it's good for you to know that now. They might have you jump through extra hoops. They just might, okay? So be prepared for that. I experienced that with Chase. Sean, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Says, hi, Duane Credit Card family. It's great to see you on another live stream. I've been working at improving my credit. I now have an 833 FICO score. Let's go, man. That's great, bro. That is great, Sean. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and share it. Sean is one of the OGs. He's been around for a hot minute on this channel. Thank you for taking the time to jump on the stream. I know that I have not been posting content like a lot, but as long as my voice works, I plan on posting videos here on YouTube. That's just a no-brainer for me. You know, I need to probably get back to it a little bit more, but you know, it's all good. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All right, let me see here. But if you always apply for a new card, you can postpone payment forever. That's wealth. I mean, no, I don't think you can postpone payment. I mean, you got to be real lucky, right? If you're doing balance transfers every time you apply for a new card. And to be honest, all credit cards don't have a good balance transfer offer, right? So it doesn't make sense. Not to mention, you're gonna lose money when you transfer. Like if you're transferring your balance on a card that you have not made a payment yet, you will pay 3% in order to transfer the balance to the new card, right? So if you haven't made a payment on the card that you're transferring the money from, let's say you owe $1,000, right? So 3% of $1,000 is $30, right? So you're gonna transfer the $30, but it's gonna be $1,030. So you're losing money in that regard if you're transferring, unless, like I said, you're paying interest on that on the old card. Let's see. Pipeline said, what does utilization work for people that only have one chart? How does it work? That's a great question. I don't think it's factored, to be honest. Maybe in some twisted way, because I clearly don't know. Maybe in some twisted way, if your spending balance, maybe your spending balance, like I never paid attention to it when I got approved, like let's say with American Express Gold or the Platinum. You know, like they tell you something about a spending limit or something like that, even though it's a charge card, right? So they tell you that like there's a limit, but at the same time it's a charge card, which supposedly means there is no limit, right? According to American Express. So maybe in some weird way that might factor in with utilization, but I don't think so. I don't know. That is a great question. Great question. Sorry, I'm hitting the tripod here. SK says, okay, let's get into it when I call you. Okay, cool. AG says, so you earn $30? No, you don't earn $30. Absolutely not. When you do a balance transfer, normally a balance transfer, it's a 3%, right? It's 3% that you have to pay when you do a balance transfer. So it only makes sense to do a balance transfer when you have a high interest rate, right? I never talk about interest rates. I never look at the interest rates. The card that I just got, the JetBlue card, I think it was like the APR was like 25.99%, right? By the way, guys, hit the thumbs up in this video. We only have 6 thumbs up and 14 viewers. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. So let's say you got, 25.99% interest. So 25.99% interest on $1,000 is $25.99. It doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, right? But I mean, you're paying more money than you've used. So that's why you pay the card off. You pay it off so that the credit card company is not making money off of you that way. The credit card companies make money, right? When we swipe the card, they charge the merchant, a fee to have that transaction take place, right? So they're making money, right, that way. And then when you don't pay your balance, right, and then they charge you an interest. They charge you interest because you're carrying a balance, not the entire, but let's say you're carrying, like you carry $100 into the next billing period. They're going to charge you interest, and they're making money there because now you're going to be paying a little bit more. It's not something big when you owe a small amount, but the interest will kill you, right? Like 4%, which there are no credit cards with 4% APR, right? But 4% of $100 is $4. That's nothing, right? 4% of $1,000 is $40. That's nothing. 4% of $10,000 is $400. Okay, maybe nothing, right? But the thing is, like, when you're paying over time, it becomes an issue. It becomes an issue. Pipeline says, guys, I got unfortunate news. So Chase, my beloved Chase, reduced my first ever credit card limit from 1,000 to 500, which is not a big deal when I know I can move limits from 2,000 for my 2,000 limit Freedom card. I didn't know you could actually move your credit limit from Chase, like from one card to the next. But they will do that. Chase is kind of notorious for doing that. And I mean, obviously, don't worry about it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal at all, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I wouldn't worry about that. AG says, where can I get the highest interest? No. When you're saying get the highest interest, if you're talking about credit cards, you don't want to have a high APR. You don't want to have a high APR. You know what I'm saying? And is that what you're talking about, AG? Let me know in the comments so I can help you understand that. The APR, when it comes to your credit card, you want a low APR, right? Because the lower it is, that means that you're going to be paying them less money to use the credit card. Ideally, AG, you only use the card if you have the money in your bank account to pay for it. We have to use our credit cards like they are debit cards. And that's why I talked a little bit about the fact that I pay off my credit card. Like, I use the card Monday, I pay it off on Wednesday. I use the card on Tuesday, or if you just want to get in the habit of paying your card every Friday, pay it off. Get the money out of your bank account, you know what I mean? So that you're not thinking you have more money, you know what I'm saying, than you do. You're like, oh yeah, I'm good, I got money in the bank. But the reality is, no, you don't, because you're forgetting about the fact that you got to pay this credit card bill. Simon says, are you working for a credit card provider promoting something? No, not at all. I mean, this channel originally is about me talking about credit and credit cards and just giving away free information about different credit cards. Every now and then I'll say, hey, use my referral link. You know, you get, like for example, the Discover card, right? Like people will get $50 on after they make their first purchase with Discover, or $100 after they make their first purchase, depending on the referral, right? But both of us make $100, right? But I can only make money from the first 5 people, right? So even if they use my referral and they benefit from it, right? I don't make money after the 5th person, right? So no, I'm not really promoting anything. I'm just giving away free information. Is it wise to buy stocks with a credit card? I'm gonna say no, just because it's super duper risky. You can't really buy stocks with credit cards though, to be honest, right? You have to find a way to access that money from the credit card and then put the money in your brokerage account and then buy stocks, right? There's a whole process. You can't just like attach your credit card to your brokerage account and buy stocks. It's pretty risky because, clearly if you don't make the money back or if you don't make a profit, right, then you can't pay off the credit card. So let's see. Pipeline says, is the Robinhood Gold card open to everyone or still just 10 referrals to get the solid gold card? I don't know. I mean, I think they just came out with the information, right? And it's kind of at a standstill. I'm not even worried about like referrals like that. And I'm really not even worried about the card because I don't need another credit card. You feel me? So I don't know. I feel like it's just at a standstill. They just came out and got everybody excited. I don't know what's going on in the YouTube universe. I'm not on here researching credit cards or other people talking about credit or credit cards. So I have no clue. I'm just in my own little bubble. I jump on here, I share, and I keep it moving, right? Because other people, it's like life. I can't really pay attention to what everyone else is doing because it doesn't benefit me. It doesn't really help me either. So let's see here. Simon says, I actually bought crypto, but it crashed and I can't pay back. That's why I applied for a new card to get some peace of mind. Okay, all right. I mean, hey, whatever works, whatever works. I mean, the credit card journey is an interesting one just because depending on where you are in life, we can use and abuse credit cards. There's clearly ways to leverage credit. I'm not killing myself to do that. And it's insanely risky. I already have enough risky things going on in regards to my investment portfolio. I'm using margin investing, and that's risky compared to, according to a lot of people, they think that's very risky. Mr. Patel, what's going on? My brother says, long time no talk. Hope you're doing well. Are you on vacation? My credit rebuild journey has come full circle since finding your channel 6 years ago. Exactly, bro. High 760s now, was it 460 in 2018? Yo, man, it's incredible to see you in the chat. Thank you for taking the time to write all that down, bro, and let other people see just how valuable this channel has been to others, such as yourself, right? Man, it's a pleasure, bro. I remember you telling me about the Lexus. What's going on with your car? I mean, you still excited about it? Did you get another car by now? Because I know it's probably been at least a year or two since you had the Lexus. Probably two plus years actually, right? But let me know. I'm curious. Yeah, man, I'm doing well. I can't complain. I actually am on vacation, and life is good. And even if life is not good, I just choose to frame it that way. I don't even the only thing that worries me in my life right now are my children, and that's it. Period. Right? And my son's gonna be 22 in August, and my daughter is 20. Right? So they're 21 and 22 right now. So you know how it is at that age. They're trying to figure out their own way. They don't really care about what I have to say, just because I didn't really care about what my parents had to say. And a lot of the things that I did at that age, I'm gonna figure it out on my own, and I know, and I'm smart. So that's kind of where my kids are. So my kids are really my only worry. As a matter of fact, I think maybe I've shared the last, like a couple of streams ago, So my grandma, my dad's mom, passed in March, on March 10th. She passed away, and I went to her funeral in Canada on April 6th was the funeral, so Saturday. Um, she was 98. So it's interesting because I have been preparing, we've all been preparing for, she died at 98, right? So like we knew she was an old lady. So that's kind of beautiful in the sense that like I've had the opportunity along with my family members to prepare for her to die. And so I remember thinking to myself, yo, that's going to destroy me, you know? But to be honest with you, because she was an incredible, I mean, she's literally the most role model of role models I have, and someone that I had in my life that I could reach out and touch and talk to. She left a rich legacy. She was an incredible woman, and so like I thought that was gonna destroy me, but I'm good. I'm good, man. Mentally, my headspace is incredible. Mindset wise, it's a wrap. Like I'm gravy. He says, yes, bought the Lexus in 2020 during COVID. Yeah, okay. I paid it off and sold it to Carvana in 2020. Similar stories. Like I literally bought the Tesla in 2020, sold it in 2022. When I trade in, when trading values were ridiculously high and money made in June 23, I bought CPO 2021 BMW 3 Series. Okay, Mr. 3 Series, making all kinds of noise. Good, man. Good. That's great. It's quite interesting because I'm saying to myself, like, I would probably buy another Tesla, right? But I'm like, yo, they got to get their range together before I buy another Tesla. I'm thinking the next car that I'm gonna get, I'm just gonna be chill. Like I'm really kind of locked into trying to get my investment portfolio in a good space so that I can be good to go in the next, 20 years. Like I'm 46 now, right? And 20 years from now, I'll be 66, right? Which is crazy. And I want to be good. I want to be good before then. That would be great. But yeah, so my next car is probably going to just be something chill. You know what I'm saying? Nothing big at all. What's going on, Josh? Get Business Credit. What's going on? My brother says, what's good, Big D? Long time. Nice to see you. Just popping in. Ah, man, it's a pleasure to have you, my brother. It's a pleasure to have you, man. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Dwight, what's up? Dwight says, Duane, what's up, Duane? Glad to see that you're still spewing that knowledge about credit. It's greatly needed in today's economy. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was very lucky when I started the channel, right? Because I was like, listen, clearly everybody's gonna need credit. Credit's never gonna go out of style, and there's always gonna be new people in regards to credit. So that's why I named the channel How to Build Credit back in the day. I changed it to duaneTV because I was trying to kind of branch out and just do everything here on this channel. But I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about that still. Josh asked me if I'm still driving. Yes, I still drive Uber. I absolutely drive Uber because it gives me the freedom and flexibility to move around when I want. It would be cool to have a 9 to 5 because 9 to 5 kind of provides a certain stability and a certain level of accountability, right? And of course I can get like medical insurance and all that good stuff. But I drive Uber because I think I'm still a young man at 46, and it just gives me the flexibility. Like when I want to get up and go to Jamaica with my dad or do whatever I want to do, I can do that. I don't have to ask for a day off, And in all honesty, like I probably should be on YouTube pumping it out like, oh, this is my main business, like killing myself to do videos. I should be doing that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm in a good place. I mean, I'm not like killing it. You feel me? Like financially, a lot of things have slowed down, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm healthy. Whatchamacallit? Pipeline says, me as a 24-year-old with 20 plus credit cards with over 40K limits, I don't know if this is considered high overall limit for my age. Bro, come on. You're hilarious. You see, like, this is a good example, Pipeline Podcast. That's a good example of just how silly people are, bro, your available credit exceeds 99% of 24-year-olds in the United States. Okay, maybe not 99, maybe 97. I don't know. But like, bro, you got to get real. A lot of people at your age haven't figured it out, right? You're in the top 5 percentile. Easily, easily, right? Just being aware, right? Just being in the know. I'm laughing because I'm saying this is a good example because, like, the thing is, we get hyper focused. We look at the 1 and 2 and 3 and 10 people that are around your age that are killing the game, and you look at that and you magnify that like that's the majority of people your age. Absolutely not. So, now you're doing good, man. You're doing good. Josh says, you look like you have went into reverse. You look 10 years younger than you look 6 months ago. Well, I don't know about that, but I will tell you that life is incredible. I mean, I've been really intentional about the things I'm putting into my body. As a matter of fact, I've been really trying to just kind of maximize and learn more about, like, you know, protein, carbs, and fats, and like changing around, you know, like how many percentage is protein, how much percentage is carbs, how many is fat, you know, because like life is pretty much a science experiment, and so is the foods we eat. It's pretty much a science experiment, right? It's kind of irrelevant what you hear that might work for someone else, because you have to figure that out if it's going to work for you, and then you have to figure it out by doing it. So honestly, man, I appreciate the kind words, bro. I'm lucky. I mean, I guess I have some decent genes, and the fact that I don't have the gray hairs yet. You know, I probably got like, I don't know, maybe like 10 on my face that you can't see, and then like, you know, another 10 in other places that we don't want them. You know, chest hair, armpit hair, gray hair. Like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Mr. Patel says, yes, my idea around selling the Lexus to Carvana originated after I saw your video selling the Tesla to Carvana. Bro, Carvana was giving out some serious money back then. So I'm glad that you pulled the trigger on that, and that it made sense. It was a good decision because I got more than what I paid for it. Really loving the BMW. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? I think for me, when it comes to fancy cars, so my ex-wife had an Acura TL back in 2007. You know, and I say her because it was really her car, right? We bought it together, right? In both credits and blah, blah, blah. But that's the first time I learned about premium gas. I'm not going to be buying nothing that takes premium gas. Your boy's just too cheap. You know what I'm saying? So if I buy a luxury car again one day, it's going to have to be regular unleaded. I can't do premium. Josh says life is too short just have to be happy and healthy. Money comes and goes. You know, I hear that, and I don't know how I feel about the money comes and goes. I mean, I think it's kind of cool to feel like I understand the fact that I can always make money. Now, am I gonna always be able to make money at the same height? You know, let's say that this is the peak. Am I always gonna be able to make money at this peak? Like, let's say 10 years from now, I know how to make money. Am I always gonna be able to come here? Probably not, right? Because life doesn't work that way. We don't stay at the peak. We don't stay at the apex of our life. It's just like when you do a hike, you don't stay at the peak. You get to the top, you don't stay there. You feel me? But it takes a long time to get to the top. And if you get to the top quickly, kudos. But like, it's harder to appreciate it when you get it quicker, right? Just like a lot of things in life, like, you know, my journey in regards to credit, you know, getting an 800 credit score, like, oh my God, you know, like a lot of things in life, after you achieve it, it's like on to the next. It's like after a while, it's nothing special. Like, you know, it's special, and it is going to be special, but the new wears off and the excitement wears off, right? Like when you have a brand new car, and let's say it's your dream car, whatever that looks like. People ask me, do you have a dream car? Man, I don't have no damn dream car. Like, I just don't, right? But let's say you get your dream car, or you get a new car, right? In 3 years, that new car, the excitement is going to be less 3 years later than it was in the first year, right? So we have to be mindful of that, and we have to always be checking ourselves because happiness is something that we decide, and it's something that we should have within us, right? Because you should be grateful and happy for the simple things, not for the external, extrinsic things that are materialistic. Um, I love the importance of money, um, because money gives you options, money gives you choices, and that's why money is important. I really respect people that have money and that they are humble. I really respect them. I respect people that know information, right? It's like the people that know, like let's say they have so much money, they just pay people to make money for them, right? But they still look at the average hardworking 9 to 5 guy and still respect them and still treat them with the same respect that they're going to treat somebody that is on their level financially. You know what I mean? It's like I'm making millions, right? And I'm gonna treat my fellow millionaire with respect, but I'm also gonna treat a homeless guy with respect as well, right? Because that's how I'm wired. I respect people that have all that money and still stay down to earth, right? Because it's nothing to have a lot of money and feel, you know, it's stupid, but it's a lesson that you're not afforded unless you have a lot of money. And then you're not afforded the lesson if you are not aware or don't pay attention, right? When you pay attention and when you're aware, that's when, you're like, okay, yes. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, give me a second here. Let me jump back into these chats. First of all, thank you guys for dropping comments in the chat. Let's see. Mr. Patel says, yeah, premium gas is a killer, especially here in California. My next vehicle will be electric due to some of the new laws in California regarding emissions coming in the next 5 to 10 years. Oh yeah, California is so forward thinking in regards to green. I love that about Cali. Josh says, yeah, for sure. I am just saying, if your health is bad, you can't enjoy the money. Now, these are facts. I mean, health is wealth. Health is the highest. Your health is the highest form of wealth. And I'm just super lucky, man. Like, and you know what's funny about that, Josh, about the health is wealth, is the fact that, like, a lot of us, myself included, like, we try to accomplish the goal like tomorrow. We're like, yo, gotta get this done tomorrow, right? And there's beauty, right, in what you want to get accomplished taking a long time, because you will appreciate it more when it takes a longer time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to try to get a six-pack tomorrow. I mean, I want it tomorrow because why not, right? But I can get that six-pack in a year. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it doesn't take a year and it takes more. I can still get it. I can still take steps towards that on the regular. I don't have to be dissuaded or upset because I blew my diet today or I blew it 3 times this week. As long as cumulatively I'm 80%, 85% doing the right thing, there's change happening. And I love that about life. There's change that's taking place. You may not see it. It's like a finish line to a race, right? You're running a marathon, you're running a 3K, you're running a 5K. You don't see the finish line to the marathon, but it is there, right? You only get closer by continuing to take the steps. Anyway, don't have me start preaching. I can go on and on about that type of stuff and mindset stuff. I love that. Josh says you just have just have to balance, like you said. Absolutely. AG says I tried to apply for a credit card, but it said I didn't score or something. Sucks. Thought I would have some free money. Oh my God, bro. Okay. Pipeline says funny thing about my 40K limit across my portfolio of cards is almost half from 3 cards. Beard Financial 2,950, Citi Custom 8,000, and Apple 8,000. Yeah, I mean, bro, in the beginning, that's just how it is, And like I said, when you like really sit still and have 0 inquiries and apply for another card with a credit card company that's charitable with their credit cards, that's when you're gonna get a nice credit limit. And as a matter of fact, if your income is good as well, your income is high as well, then absolutely. Josh says exactly, like humble, and like also I've said I've been blessed from YouTube. and what I teach, so I try to bless others. No, absolutely, man. That's it. What goes around comes around. Good karma vibes is how I live my daily life. JR Jr. JR Hill says, "Hello, Duane. How you doing tonight? I'm well, man. Thanks for stopping by again, and thanks for taking the time to comment." Josh says, "Exactly. I was doing that until I had major health issues and had to check myself and put myself first, my health first." Absolutely. Yep, I am on goal to lose about 15 pounds I gained during COVID. Had too much Mickey D's. Bro, do you gain 15 during COVID? That's hilarious because I'm pretty sure I gained a lot more than that. And so COVID was 2020. February 2020, I was happy. I was in a good place. I was a good amount of weight, felt good. And then like May of 2020, I was out of control. I was butterballing it. And then it took me 2 years to get serious. I probably didn't get serious till 2022. And then really serious in 2023. So like it's interesting now because like the changes that I'm seeing with my body are so small. It's like watching a pot of water boil. Nobody's gonna sit there and watch a pot of water boil, right? You turn that thing on, you turn it on high, you throw the cover on there, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to speed up the process. You throw the cover on the pot because you're trying to speed up the process of the water boiling, right? At least I do, because I'm smart, right? But the reason why I brought up that analogy is the fact that boiling water, it seems like nothing is happening until the water is boiling, but that's not the reality. The reality is the temperature is rising slowly, right? So the same is true for our journey throughout life. Because you don't see the result, because you're on your weight loss journey and you pick your shirt up every damn day and you step on the scale and you don't see results right there, or you see small results. You know, today you lost not 1 pound but 0.03 pounds. 0.03. We don't want to celebrate 0.03s, but I tell you what, you keep losing 0.03 pounds over weeks and weeks, and 0.03 pounds will add up to 60 pounds, right? So yeah, it's kind of funny that it took me 2 years to get serious about losing the weight from COVID though. But I'm right there with you, bro. I totally get you. Let's see. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm touching the screen because I'm streaming on the iPhone. Dwight, what's going on, my man? Dwight says, "Preach, my brother." Yes, sir. Hey, listen, man. When it comes to mindset and when it comes to health, I am nerding it out. And you know what's funny about it is I can be very meticulous, but there's a limit to my OCD, right? Like a lot of people, they'll be like, "Yo, I would have sworn you would be somebody that like food preps and measures out their food, and you probably like that, you know?" And I would, but it's so funny. There's a major difference between someone that does that and the success that person has than someone like me, right? Let's say I'm at an 85, right? But that person is a 95. There's a huge difference between an 85 grade and a 95 grade. It's only 10 points, but those 10 points are huge. Pipeline says, "What was your bonus when you got your gold card?" Sheesh, 100,000. First of all, if you see 100,000 on bonuses for the gold card, like you gotta spend it. You gotta spend a crap ton of money. Back in the day, they had just launched the metal gold card. This was back in October 2018, and I got it then. Don't remember the sign up offer. Might have been 60,000 points. And they had like a dining credit where they were giving you money back at the time. I think maybe up to $200, or definitely like 120 or something like that. So I don't remember, but that's a good question though about the bonus back then. One Wish says, "What do you think about Chase Unlimited card? If I have a chance, should I apply? Having 3 inquiries." If you have a relationship with Chase already, if you already have a relationship with Chase, like a personal account, then maybe. Chase does have their 524 rule, so if you're going by the 524 rule, you should be okay, right? But depending on how excited you are and how much you can't wait, or how fearful you are, right? If you're like super afraid, then I would say wait till you have 0 inquiries. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm laughing about it because you'd have to wait almost 2 years depending on the last time you applied for something. But that's kind of a sure way to kind of not be fearful about what will happen. But if you have a personal banking relationship with Chase, right? I think a lot of ways that you can get the outcome you want is have a crap ton of money in the bank account with Chase. Use your debit card a lot, right? So like let's say I'm saying a crap ton of money, right? But let's say you have a $5,000 savings in your account. In your savings account with Chase, you have $5,000. That's a decent amount of money, right? Then yeah, you can apply for a card, right? A lot of people don't have $5,000 sitting around. I mean, $5,000 is not a lot, but a lot of us aren't disciplined enough, and a lot of us are not doing the extra work. You know, oh, I'm gonna do an extra job or whatever. I'm gonna work a second job or part time to get money, to save money. So it just kind of depends on the relationship that you have with Chase. That's a great question because I have been trying to do my best not to mention Chase because Chase, I had a relationship with them way back in the day. I had like 2 or 3 credit cards. One of them had like a 15,000 limit. Anyway, butchered that account, butchered that relationship. Chase got rid of me. Got another Chase account in 2017. Had a credit card with Chase in 2017. $500 limit. Eventually, they bumped me up to 1,000, or maybe it was 1,500. Super happy. Applied for a business credit card with Chase, which I was super excited about. And then, and I got approved for $5,500 limit and great sign up offer. Then they closed my account, both accounts, my business and my checking, my business and my personal credit card. They got rid of me in 2019. So I was pissed. I was like, yo, I gotta wait another 7 years minimum before I apply with Chase. So I've purposely not been talking about Chase just because, but Chase is good, but I just personally haven't had a relationship with them in a while. Dwight says, what do you think about the change to the gold card that they added? Bro, you know how it is, man. Like, credit card companies are smart. Like, I don't think it's anything special. Like, unless you're gonna use the RISI, you know, the opportunity you have to get the RISI credit, or whatever else they were talking about. I got the email, you know, a couple of days ago, maybe it was yesterday, right? Because they sent the email. The $325 annual fee, like that's a turnoff for me personally, but that's because I've had the card for such a long time, right? So the way I feel about these credit cards with these annual fees is unless you're going to maximize it, you know, and by maximizing, I mean, okay, they're offering you this statement credit and this, they're going to reimburse you for this service. Unless you're able to do that, the best thing to do is to, I don't know, like after the first year of membership, right? Maybe you don't want to cancel right away, right? So maybe you cancel, you know, the second year, right? But after the sign-up bonus, man, like it's hard to justify these credit cards unless you're traveling a lot or you're going to be able to maximize the benefits that they're talking about. Josh says, LOL, I gained like 30 pounds, but been slowly cutting out sugar and soda. Same here, 2023 is when I started, and I do not eat fast food anymore. My body feels much better and less carbs. That's funny because I've been doing the same thing. One of my favorite fast food places is Chick-fil-A. I mean, Chick-fil-A, okay? First of all, they fry the chicken, they fry the fries, and I drink the lemonade. So clearly everything is bad about that meal, but it's Chick-fil-A, and it's like, somehow you're like, oh, this is the healthiest fast food there is, which clearly it's not. It's fried chicken and French fries, right? Fried chicken, fried fries, sweet lemonade. Chick-fil-A has done really good about limiting the salt. They've turned down the salt on their foods and turned down the sugar on the lemonade, so kudos to them. But I have not had Chick-fil-A since April 19th. The reason I know is because I have the Chick-fil-A app and I have points and I redeem the points and blah, blah, blah. April 19th, okay? I'm not a big soda drinker. So it's incredible the things that we eat that are bad for us. Like, we know it's bad for us and we like to stay like in the unknown. We're like, oh, as long as I don't know, ignorant is bliss, right? I don't need to know the ingredients that are bad for me that may even cause cancer. Because then when you know it and still decide to do it, like me, I'm gonna raise my hand. Ice cream, love ice cream. Ice cream has a bunch of crap in it, right? And I know it. but I haven't given up ice cream yet. And it's an interesting situation, right? Because I don't always and only eat foods that are good for me, but like drink wise, easy. I don't drink alcohol, so no worries. I don't really drink soda unless I'm eating pizza or unless I used to have a Coke Zero because the water tastes like trash, right? Now I'm not having Coke Zero anymore because I learned that there's some crap in there that may give you cancer. So I'm like, all right, great, no more Coke Zero. So that's huge. That's huge, man. So continue your journey, my brother. Pipeline says, I'm going to Orange County Fair tomorrow. Just for context, the last time I've been to the fair, it was the San Diego County Fair in 2017. Well, kudos to you. The last time I've been to anything like that, which was the Houston Rodeo, was probably 1989, like 2 years after I came from Jamaica, maybe like 1987, actually. I don't remember, but that was literally the last time that I went to the rodeo. And then maybe after that, I might have been in high school, like a band trip, you know what I'm saying? Like Disney World or like Six Flags was the last time I did something like that. So kudos to you, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Give me 1 second, you guys. I don't know if I can pause this stream or not, but I need to check something. Let's see, did I ruin the stream? Am I back? Yep, I'm back. Okay, sweet. Just making sure. I've never done that. I was checking another app on the phone. I've never done that before. So listen, guys, if you have any questions, I see we have 9 viewers in the building. If you have any questions, please slap them in the comment section. This is a live stream after all. I definitely will try my best to answer you guys' question. I never get tired of talking about credit. It's really, really cool, to be honest, because like I can talk about credit always. I can talk about health. I can talk about mindset always. I can talk about growth always, like literally always. Never gets old. I'm like a preacher, you know what I'm saying? I'm like anybody that's passionate about one subject. Like they can never talk about it too much, you know? It's like, hey, I'm gonna do a video. What am I gonna talk about? I'm gonna talk about credit. I'm gonna do a video, and I guarantee somewhere in the live stream, I'm gonna be talking about mindset. I'm gonna be talking about health, just because like we're all having the same experience, right? We're all having the same experience, but we're all choosing to see it through different lens, right? We have on different glasses, and our experience is customized to me. Your experience is customized to you, period. And so there's a lot to talk about in that regard. There's a lot to talk about in regards to, you know, getting your credit score where you want it to be, you know? And what's interesting is, you know, I could do something really, really well and totally be horrible at other things. We have so many different categories in our life where we can focus, right? Let's say you can focus on health. You can focus on finances, right? You can focus on relationships. You can focus on like your relationship as a parent, your relationship as a sibling, your relationship as a son, your relationship, you know, as your intimate relationship with a spouse or your partner, right? There's so many different categories in this world that we can focus on. And a lot of us are so comfortable excelling at one or two, right? And for someone like myself, I cannot be good at everything. And maybe that's good, because that will be such a stressful life to try to max out everything, to obsess about all those categories. I gotta be the best person mentally for myself. I gotta be the best, you know, father. I have to be the best son. I have to be the best sibling. I have to be the best partner in a relationship, right? Like you can obsess about those things. And then I have to be a good human being, right? So it's interesting because a lot of us, we can use it as an excuse not to be the best in all the categories. So you have to have a delicate balance in life, and it takes a while to learn, you know, delicate balance. It just takes a while. It's like when you are getting to know your body, right? Like I'm 46, so I'm very familiar what I feel like when I'm starting to be stressed. Well, stress always exists, and maybe in my 20s, it took more to stress me, but I was unaware about stress in my early 20s, right? In my 30s, a little bit more aware. Now, you better believe we know what's going on with our bodies when you're 46. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I'm just talking because nobody's putting any comments in the comment section. Ain't nobody asking no questions, right? We have 8 people in the chat right now. So once again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you haven't smashed a thumbs up in this video, I would appreciate a little thumbs up love. Smash that thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate that. But yeah, so I'm just kind of talking because, nobody asking. Ain't nobody. How is the audio? Does the audio sound okay? Like, I have no idea. I'm using my iPhone, regular iPhone audio. Like, and by the way, this is an iPhone 12 Pro Max, right? The other day I had a real scare. My phone was acting stupid because I have so many videos on the phone. And Pipeline says, I commented. I missed it, bro. My bad. He says, I know we don't really talk politics here, but thoughts on Trump almost being assassinated and Biden dropping out of the competition. I'm thinking, what if Trump died and he dropped out? Bro, honestly, I don't really care a lot about politics in general, just because the life that I live, nothing major changes depending on who the president is. So as far as that's concerned, I don't care. I mean, what I will say is I'm very, very fortunate in that I have options. If it comes to, oh, where am I going to go? I need to get out of the United States. I have options, right? And I'm very lucky. Just the same that I'm lucky to be able to be brought to the United States by my dad, and I came here in 1987 legally. I'm just lucky, right? The same way somebody's lucky when they're born into a family that have a crap ton of money, right? I did not do anything to deserve the opportunity to be in the United States. So I could care less what's going on in regards to the presidency. You know, I'm going to continue to be positive. I'm going to continue to choose to see the glasses half full. And that's how I'm going to conduct my life. I'm not going to worry about things that haven't occurred, right? Trust me, I've spent enough time doing that. And it doesn't, what does it solve? It solves nothing, right? What's going on, John? Thanks for stopping by. He says the audio sounds good. You're not in your studio tonight. Yeah, man, I'm actually on vacation, bro. Thank you for letting me know that the audio sounds good, John. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you stopping by and commenting. Man, I love seeing returning faces. Like, that makes me feel really, really good, right? You know, it's very interesting because you know how we are as humans. We like to feel valued and validated. We want to be validated. I was driving Uber the other day, and this lady, like, the pickup spot was real stupid. And I know that I'm not the only Uber driver that had issues with this pickup spot. So instead of this lady texting me and being proactive and telling me what to do, she didn't text me, right? So I passed her little entrance, and I was on the road next to the highway, right? Anyway, passed it. So I canceled the trip. Yo, she didn't tell me what to do. I'm like, she was watching me. She texted me, oh, you went to the wrong gate, and Uber said I still had 1 minute, right? Okay, cancel. Somehow this lady calls me, which I don't know, like, you're not supposed to be able to call if the trip is canceled. She calls me just to tell me, you're an idiot, you went to the wrong gate, and the app said I still had 1 minute before you get here. And she says, asshole, and hangs up the phone. And I'm like, damn. I remember that, like, at one point in my life, I would let that kind of destroy me, and I would feel so bad because, like, I didn't do everything I needed to do to pick the lady up, right? And the reason why I brought this up is I talked about being valued and validated, right? Just like when I see returning viewers like John and Pipeline Podcast, anybody that's, you know, been here for a minute, man, it does my soul well to see you guys. Validation is cool. I mean, it's not necessary anymore, or as much, because I'm older, and the older you get, you learn to not give a F, right? Because you don't seek approval from others, and your happiness is not dependent on others. Dwight says, do you have any new credit cards that you're currently looking at? Great question. I talked a little bit in the beginning of this video, or whenever in the video. I talked about getting the United credit card because I travel with United a lot, and they sent me an email. As a matter of fact, I applied for another card, which I have not named yet because I'm going to make a separate video talking about that. And I applied for that card because I got an email. So the reason I'm thinking about that particular card, I'm thinking about the United Quest card. Man, there was a time where the sign-up bonus was 80,000 points, or maybe even more. But I'm thinking about that card because like you get so many points with United, and so you get all these points with your Mileage Plus account, which is a free account. Today, when I was researching, I learned that like once you have 1 million miles traveled with United, that you get a lifetime gold member status or premier gold status for a lifetime. Once you have 1 million miles of traveling, 1 million miles, not points, not points from your Mileage Plus, miles because you've flown here and you've flown there and you've flown here and you've flown there. I have 140,000 miles right now. So it's going to take me a minute, you know, maybe another 20 years to get to 1 million. I don't know. But that's the card that I'm thinking about getting. I recently got 2 cards. The first one was a JetBlue card because I was flying JetBlue to New York in October. And I was like, what the hell, you know, get the points. I'm going to make the purchase with JetBlue, get the points, get the sign-up bonus, use the points, right? So I applied for the card then. Then I applied for another card, which I will talk about later because I haven't shared it yet. So yeah, the United Quest card is the one I'm thinking about just because of all the value that it offers. No annual fee for the first year. I think that's right. No, I'm lying. I'm mixing up the United Explorer card and the United Quest card. I'm mixing it up because I've been looking at the cards all day long. So the United Quest card has an annual fee of $250, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to look here on the iPad. Of course they're not. Oh yeah, annual fee of $250. But the other card, the United Explorer card, has no annual fee for the first year and a $95 annual fee for the second. The reason why I'm looking at the Quest is because it just makes a little bit more sense for me. And you know, in my mind, if I get rid of my American Express Gold card, then you know that $250 that I normally spend there, I can spend it elsewhere. Josh says, I love Chick-fil-A. I started cooking in air fryer. It's not bad and still has deep fried taste. Yeah, you know, the air fryer is actually an act of God. I don't have one, but I have experienced it, and it's pretty freaking cool, especially if you have the patience to like learn it or watch YouTube videos to get schooled on what to do. Pipeline says, I used to work at a school and directly across the street, there was ice cream at Cold Stone and Chick-fil-A, Jersey Mike's, Subway, Starbucks. So I feel you, Duane. No, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And honestly, when it comes to like the food that we eat, like it's a trip because like a lot of us, if you're lucky, you eat whatever you want until you're 30 plus. And then at 30 plus, your body's like, nah, we're not going to burn carbs the way we used to. We're going to flip it on you, right? And then now you're stuck trying to reprogram 30 plus years of eating into this new way of eating, right? But the thing is, like, we stay uneducated about it. We don't seek the information. We're not serious about it. And eventually we just don't ever do anything about it because it takes so much action. That's why I've earned so much respect for myself, because I chose to run 2 miles a day every single day for 200 days. I did that. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. And every single day, to make that conscious effort to choose to do that and take action, when it comes to taking action physically and moving ourselves, moving our bodies, whether you're moving yourself out of one situation physically to another, it's hard to take the physical action. We're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But when you have to physically do something, and to physically do something consistently, like move or exercise, man, a lot of us just kind of throw the towel in, you know what I'm saying? Because we're lazy in that way. And that's okay. John says, I've been thinking about getting a United card the next time I'm back under 524. Yeah, for me, the card just makes hella sense. Like, the example that I was giving earlier is for me personally, right? $250 annual fee. Okay, so with the Quest card, you get your first and second bag checked. Your first and second check bag for free, right? You pay the annual fee, right? You get your first two bags for free, and you get like a companion or whoever you booked with on your reservation. So let's say you and your dad, like me in my case, I'm going to Jamaica, like we fly United sometimes, Southwest sometimes because the bags fly free. So if I book my dad and myself on the same reservation and I use my United Quest card, I'm gonna get two bags for free, and my dad's gonna get two bags for free. Okay, so it's like 45 bucks for the first one. Look, 45 bucks for the first one, 50 bucks for the second one. That's 95 bucks, right? So 95 bucks. I gotta go. I got a call coming in here. I gotta go. I gotta go pick somebody up. So, but anyway, that alone is the value of the annual fee, right? I gotta cut the video short because I gotta go. I was waiting on a text message to go pick someone up, and I got a phone call. So, in the next video. All right. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.